a person consistently take to make profits? Referring to you as an example, your journey as an example. Okay. In other words, what is the shortest time you can make $1 million?
In trading?
Hey.
Sahi. Okay. If I trade without saying to trade na client, the influence also comes with a lot of advantages from clients. Of course, I'll explain that later. But if I'm trading my own personal account from $1,000, let's put $1,000 on whichever measures I take, whichever setups I take, give it between 3 weeks to a month. From $1,000, you can get to $8,000 in 3 weeks if you are profitable. For me, you send me to use me. I don't know others. For me, with an account of $1,000, and I just sit down Monday to Friday, analyze the market every day. When I get the accurate setup, I execute with profits and with losses. The net profit to accumulate to 1 million will take between 3 weeks to a month.
Now, I am a student at Kenyatta University. I have 5,000 bob in my M-Pesa or my bank. I am convinced to trade, and probably that I will win maybe 1 million. Could you please explain to us what amount is needed to make what amount?
Okay. Omondi, if today you start a business ya kibanda ya kuuza nyanya na vitunguu and you invest 10K into the business, how much do you look forward in a day in terms of percentage?
Maybe 1,000 bob every day.
You see, maybe 20%, right? So if you have an account of $1,000 and you target 20% every day, you stand chances of winning every day. Because that's a reasonable business. Hakuna siku mimi nimeona mtu akafungua biashara leo ya 1 million akaunda 2 million kesho asubuhi, unless ni scam ama ni cocaine dealer ama anauza madawa. Yani kuna kitu tu anafanya sio real. So for me, if forex translates to you as a business or rather an investment, then investments do not flip capital. They generate capital slowly, percentages, segments, sometimes more, sometimes less, sometimes big, sometimes losses. So consistently, this is where, in fact, you lose more than you win. In trading, you will lose more than you will win.
Surprisingly, sorry to cut you short. I am a website developer. I think you know somehow, or you don't know. I created a website today. It took me approximately 17 minutes. This website, nimeweka option ya mtu kudeposit pesa na withdraw, something that appears to be withdraw button or option. And then all of a sudden, I'm live on TikTok. Guys, this is how you trade. You click over stroke under, you click under 1. You take a stake of 10, stop loss of 25. Then you click AI scanner here. Then you make money. What the fuck is that?
On platforms, listen, Omondi, there's something you don't understand. Kuna 2 different types of sites. Okay? Kuna analysis sites where you go to analyze. The most common are MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, something like TradingView. Those are well known. Now, these others are just juniors trying to come up. Now, question is, where is the money deposited into? What wallet holds this money? What wallet? If it's a broker's wallet, well and good. The broker will be responsible. The broker will pay. In case of anything, you can report the broker. I can go to forex.co bureau or something. I report a broker and say, I deposited money to this broker. It never paid me. That's a broker. It stands responsibility. You will be refunded very easy. But if you go to a site, you never even verified that you are Omondi by your ID. You might probably have used a random name like Mondi FM, and it accepted your name. So you go to somebody and claim, I placed money in this broker and it never paid me. They tell you, show us your personal profile on the broker, where you verified your details with your ID and bring us a physical ID. Also, give us tangible that this is your account before we even proceed. So you cannot provide because on whichever platform you did the deposit into, there was nothing like verify, there was nothing like enter, there was nothing like do this and that. So at the end of the day, you stand the fool. You stand to become the fool. In fact, there is no way you can take them. You understand? So when it gets to that point, wewe ndo unabaki tu delulu. So before you do, link to a broker. A broker. A reason, I'm not saying use Valetax broker because I use it so that I can generate
Now,
commissions. No, but use a broker that is regulated to trade. That's easy.
very good. On the same point, now, could you agree with us that some of these websites, especially Mutu Ata, you can imagine this one of mine, it is more or less the same kama ile Achala. You only need you are just a name, like you can even say Rosemary or Koth, for example. Then password. Then deposit at over 1 under 2 trade green button odd done. You won $10,000. Could you verify to us, or could you please tell us out of experience what type of websites are these ones? Are they genuine things? Or your brother asked me something yesterday that I am still in shock. That Omondi, he asked me, Omondi, wewe pahali pa kutengeneza pesa yenye hata you log so cheap, you log in so cheap, but you want to make expensive money.
That's a very expensive question. And in fact, like nikwambie kitu, if it was that easy my guy, then maybe hata singekuwa. Ningekuwa nishanunua Kenya, nikafukuza Ruto, nikaweka kila mtu nje. If it was that easy, I will be owning more than 50 cars. If it was that easy. If it was like, yes, for me today, trading is not as hard as somebody starting today. No. But I'm saying if it was that easy as unafungua tu account, unafinya kitu, ina run, inakundia $10,000. Nikuulize, wewe ungesimama kwa hiyo kiti Omondi? Ungesimama kwa hiyo kiti ati unaenda choko kwa jua? Kwa nini na unaweza finya ikutolee $2 million in a minute? So you will easily be doing that. Mimi nita support to analysis tools. For example, mimi mtu akaniambia na trade, wacha ni mention Onyango Trade because I know him. Ana trade traderkit.pro ni sawa. Reason tasema ni sawa. How deposit kwa Onyango Trade. How deposit kwa banki yake wala kwa site random. Una deposit derive. An analysis tool yenye anatumia atakuwekea strategy zake na tools zenye anataka zitumike ku analyze market to the preference of his strategy and his understanding whether they will work or not. I don't care, but it's legit. Something like that. If you go to traderclass.com, it's the same. You don't go to deposit in traderclass.com. You deposit to derive, you link. The analysis tools that I feel can be beneficial to us, I put them there. You apply them, you win, you withdraw from derive. That is okay. But somewhere you cannot even prove that that's your account. Because if I come to your phone Omondi and do an account with your email and put a name or my email, right? And then put a random name like KK110. Then I tell you, Omondi, prove this account is yours or you've traded. Okay, for example, you deposit $100 to that platform and you make $1,000. Now upon withdrawal, they tell you, prove you traded on this account or prove this is your account. How are you going to prove? There was nothing like an ID verification. You don't have personal details. Ukiweka namba kwa derive na kutumianga kwanza code, uweke wa confirm kama uko na hiyo namba na ni yako. You understand? But hii platform umeenda ukapata penye hata ukideposit derive, you have to use a number that matches the name you created it with. Right. For the validity of details. But hapa unaweza edit number uweke ya Omondi udeposit umprompt, mtumie prompt, aweke pin iingie kwako. You wacha. So me, I don't support that unless it's from a regulated broker like Derive, like Valetax, Just Markets, the brokers we know, XM Global, the platforms we all understand have been working, and with at least each and everybody with evidence of making money. Me, I'm not saying that all people who have traded on my platform, traderclass.com, have made profits, but at least I know there could be 1, there could be 2, there could be 3 who have actually figured it out and how to become profitable on the same platform. So I always support it.
There's a university student probably who has gotten help and perhaps is having 20,000 in his wallets and is thinking of risking into trading. What do you advise this person, or maybe they should invest their money elsewhere?
Well, one, I will ask them if they have the discipline. You don't need a strategy to win in trading. Okay, you need a strategy, but hear me out. It's not the strategy that you need. Everybody who trades and makes profits, everybody who trades and makes losses has a fucking strategy, but they don't have discipline. That's the only problem, Omondi. Every trader here, ukiuliza mtu yote amebuy, kwa nini umebuy hapa, atakwambia nimebuy juu kuna fair value gap yenye ilikose break of structure to the upper side ikatoa manipulation, which means retracement confirms mitigation na faa kubuy. Shida utapata amebuy kwa account ya $20, amebuy na lot size ya 0.1. Hiyo market itamblow before afike stop loss. Alikuwa wrong, alikuwa right, lakini sasa juu ali over risk ikamblow ndo ikaenda TP. Unaona tamaa imemuua. So discipline and risk management is called for. In fact, mimi I'm opting to be teaching my people market psychology only. How to reason with the market. Simple, because hata nikufunze bearish flag mnajua, nifunze fair value gap, PDRs and liquidity structures wanajua, nifunze wages rising and falling wanajua, nifunze whichever wanajua. Swali yangu ni kama wanajua mbona hawaundi pesa? Hakuna discipline, hakuna risk management, hakuna kitu, ni kuachilia tu. Musa alitengeneza pesa akibuy. So leo ni buy, wacha market ifike hapa ni buy, una buy. Ukibuy, si ati umebuy wrong point, umebuy the best, ujue na exitia wapi. Market inaenda inatengeneza $150, unasema acha ngoje ifike 300, unaenda ukoje, ukirudi ushablow. Unashanga wendo mbaya? Hapana. Ulikuwa unajua pa kutokea? Hapana. Ulikuwa na strategy? Yes. Next time ukifunzwa market psychology and how to understand your discipline and scale your profits to exit the market within a particular range of pips, utakuwa unaelewa vile una trade na una win even with $20.
There is a tendency coming up that every comedian is turning to be a trader.
Yes, because they realized influencing is easier than trading, so they think because they have numbers from comedy, they can easily influence sites and platforms to make money out of commissions. That's bullshit and fucked up. I don't think they've easily understood that influencing needs numbers. So everybody with numbers wants to convert the numbers to trading. Just because they saw Onyango Tet holding 1 million in cash, now they want 1 million in cash. What does he do? He does this on this. How long has he been doing it? Well, how Onyango Tet anaanza kutrade muihoko huko akitesekea huko after alifukuzwa pika MKU. Do you know the story? No. He's been doing that for millions of years. He understands strategy. He's been trading. He's been nganganaing, and after now he has the money. Now everybody wants that result without understanding the procedure. Now converting all that. In fact, most of these comedians in the next 6, 7, 8 months or 1 year, I'm not prophesying, they are going to end up losing those views. Not followers, not accounts. Accounts that are young wineza and I don't know. We don't prophesy TikTok. But the views. Mimi nilikufollow juu wewe ni comedian. Sasa hiyo unaniambia kitu watu wana argue about kama ni real ama ni fake. Sikuview. Nitaenda. But if you have a strategy, unajua hata ukuja leo uniambie wewe ni trader. Nitaangalia. Mimi I have traders here. Mark walitoka. You guys should have known Mark G by now. Mark G, I'll show you I wish I could show you his account. Let me show you a video this guy did. Hold on. This is the only person, he doesn't have money to give, but from the basic or background information he gives as a trader, maybe mnajua wow. I'll show you a video he did that pulled me. I went for him from his father's house. And I told his father, I'm taking your son, not because I believe I'm too smart, but because your son is doing something that I believe if he gets the proper guidance, he can become somebody of exclusive profitability. Hiyo ndo mimi najua. Unielewa? So this guy anaitwa Mark G. And ndo huyu hapa. Sharp. Okay? This is the guy. I'll show you the video that pulled me to him. Vile tu hayuko hapa angewambia this video here. Imeenda alipin hii. Nichukue evidence. Normally nimetoka. Nikimeki tuko mbele. Niliwaambia mtrade mkakata. So this is where I trade from. So in that 3 months, I managed to withdraw and buy the screen and the texture. Those things, those things cost me around a lot of money. I'm gonna radio pia wouldn't know, but then it could take Arabica. Use the buy my telephone. Oppo. So sorry, allow me cut it short. Ni jamaa alishoot video akionyesha kwao saying this is evidence that one day I'll make it, and his progress clean. His progress, he told me the biggest money he's had is $800. If you ask him what he did with the $800, he has the receipts. How did you get the $800? How much do you target per day? He told me in a video that if you scroll my account, you'll find, he told me he targets $12 per day. Now, that's somebody with a brain of discipline, with a structured brain in a way that they just need scaling. If you can make consistently $12 a day using 0.01 lot size, if you improve that your lot size to 0.03 or you get more capital and just scale up more, then you can make easily $36 to $50. Then you grow. Now that's growth. Lakini wewe unatuambia the 3 months na uko na masidi. Hey, bwana 3 months now. Yeah. Hey, natamani pia basi safari yangu ingekuwa hivyo so that ikuwe rahisi. For me,
on the same note,